And I can confirm that once it was cold, it was a perfect fig jam. My main fig tree is now in full production and is ripening figs at a ridiculous rate. And I can't keep up with eating all of these. So it's time I put some of these to alternative use, and what better than to make fig jam. I'm not going to use all of these, but I'll clean some of these up and see how many I need to fill my pan. The first step is to peel the figs. I've seen quite a few people who do not peel their figs, and this is not great, as flies land on figs and do all sorts of horrible things on them, so I always peel my figs. So here I'm peeling and rinsing my figs and then cutting them in half to check they are clean and healthy. Now I'm going to weigh my figs, and the total comes out at 700 grams exactly, and I swear I fluked this. Next I'm weighing out an equal amount of sugar. Now it's over to the cooker with the pan, and I add the sugar to the figs. On a medium heat I start the cooking, and with a big spoon I start to mix the figs and sugar, breaking down the figs into progressively smaller pieces. These will reduce and give up their liquid, which will mix with the sugar, which will also liquefy. To the mixture I also add liquid lemon. Real lemon juice is best, but if you don't have any, bottled lemon juice is a fair substitute. I'm using about half of this 250ml bottle. The citric acid in the lemon juice helps the pectin in the figs to form the gel of the jam. So it is now just a case of slow cooking and occasional mixing for the next 2 or 3 hours. So here, about 3 hours on, and this jam is just about done. Onto a small plate, I'm putting a spoon of the jam, which I'll place in the fridge for 10 minutes to cool it rapidly. And I can confirm that once it was cold, it was a perfect fig jam. All I had left to do was to spoon the jam into these little jars, and this was a lot more fiddly than I expected. But I got it done and now have 3 3/4 jars of lovely fig jam which I can keep in my fridge. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Except, what am I going to do with all these figs now, which I just picked while the jam was cooking?